Hey everyone, this is the last of 4 videos explaining how to use Tidepool, and this one is going to be heady. So here we are in the story that I made in the last video, and I'm going to cast Stocky Cat. And this one is Stocky Cat 4. I decided I don't really want to talk about Stocky Cat 4, so I'm going to edit the name and call this Cinder, which is the name of our cat. That's black like this. And now I'm going to tell Cinder what to do. So the simplest thing to do, and this is by no means simple, is to type into the message bar Cinder forward 3 steps. Okay, so Cinder went forward 3 steps. All right, Cinder forward 30. Still going. Still going. All right, well, Cinder, let's keep you going. Cinder loop forward 1. And off she goes. So you can see that Cinder is moving on her own, and when she hits the end, she's going to bounce and come back. Now, yes, I know that Cinder is walking backwards. This is not an exact science. As I said, this is an alpha. Now, to see what's going on here, if I click on agents, you'll see that now I have Cinder listed as an agent. When you give a rule to an item or a sketch, it becomes an agent. So what I can do if I want is click on Cinder here and stop. I can also play. And even cooler, I can go step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this allows you to kind of figure out what's going on. Now this is just the start and stop of all the things that you're doing, right? Here, I got Cinder here. If I open up this little director chair here, I open the director, which is the primary coding interface. This is a list of agents. So you can see Cinder is an agent. If I want to add a new agent, I click plus and I can turn Spot into an agent also. Spot 10. Now agents have their own properties. You can see that these have different X, Y, and Z. It also lists the most recent messages that involved that agent down here. Allows you to do a little debugging. And as you can see, I also have a rule here for Cinder. If I double click on the rule, you can see it says Cinder forward 1. And that this check mark here says that it's playing. You can turn rules on and off selectively. So I can just turn this rule off here. And I can add a new rule. Let's try one that's a little bit more complicated. Let's give you an idea what we can do. So rules are lists of conditions that need to be met before a series of messages will be sent. So I'm going to call this one scary color. And I'm going to just put in something here. I'm going to say star player nearby Cinder. You notice that all the agents and the items, I put a little hashtag in front of it. This will all get much easier over time. This is just the bare beginnings. So this is saying here, this condition is true when any player is nearby Cinder. All right, like I said, this will get better. Now, what will happen? Well, let's make it really obvious. Now, I can have a target and send the message to a target, but I can also just have a command. And so I'm going to do ground color. So I'm going to turn on plane. And let's see if this works. You can also delete a rule. So now I just have scary color. You can also fire an agent. By doing that, you hire and fire agents. All right, Cinder. I'm going to walk away and then start you up. See what happens when I get close. There you go. So you see how that worked. Now I can do other things like instead of scary color, I can make it forward, like run away. So let's say forward 2. And all right, let's try that. I'm not sure if I did it right. Hold on. Player nearby Cinder. Oh, this didn't take. The box is a little wonky. It'll get better. Just double check it's still in there. The value didn't get saved. That's weird. And double check one more time. Okay. I'm going to stop it, start it. There she goes. So you can see that she's running away from me. Now this is just the barest beginning showing what's possible with coding. And admittedly, this is not easy enough for kids to do. So over time, these commands will become more like natural language. My goal is to be able to type things like, Cinder, when a player comes near, turn away and run, or just things like that. Ultimately, this is what the coding is going to be like. But for now, you have to deal with this complexity. So to really learn how to do this, there's a summary. First of all, these are all the commands that you can use and that Tidepool understands. And here is some more information about coding. In particular, these functions like nearby that I used. There's also things like random, whether you're holding something, if it's in a story, how far away something is, whether something is touching something, and so forth. You can also do Boolean conditionals. So I could say, and I gotta add one, so something like I don't know, random 20 is less than 5. So that would only do it sometimes. So as I said, this is the very bare beginning for the coding. This stuff will get a lot more powerful and a lot simpler to do. To really see the strength of what you can do, you should check out our Let's Play Tidepool series, which is simply lets.playtidepool.com. And you'll see me, Isabel, Paula, and others trying this stuff out pretty much every day. And, you'll see lots of examples of making zoos with animals that interact with each other and stuff like that. All right, well, thanks for listening. I hope you try Tidepool, and I hope you keep coming back. And please, 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 if you do, if you like it, go to the website, click chat, and just talk to us. Let us know you're there. You can also simply chat in here, and it will show up in our hip chat. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you in game.